Don't stop.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Lulu's Real Way. If you're just joining, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything on multifamily investing. Today I'm excited to kick off the second part of Lulu's Real Way, where we'll be exploring investment strategies and market selection. In this part, we will have multiple episodes, each tackling different strategies and ways to select the market that aligns with our investment. Now, when it comes to multifamily investing, there are different approaches, but I personally prefer to focus on pre-existing properties. Today, I'll give you a quick overview of these approaches so you have the full picture and make an informed decision.
Don't stop.
Let's start with the simplest. Buy and hold. This is probably the most straightforward approach, and I have some liking to it. In buy and hold, the goal is that you obtain the property and hold on to it long enough that it appreciates in value. So you are benefiting from the rental income and the value appreciation. I think of it as the slow and steady strategy, where you're not rushing to make drastic changes, but instead relying on the property's consistent cash flow and the natural market growth to build up that value. Personally, I somewhat like buy and hold because it's more predictable. Once the property is stabilized, it generates regular income, and over the years you can see the property's value rise. If you're someone who prefers a stable, low-risk approach, this is the one for you. It also allows you to work on improving the tenant relationships and maintaining the property, which can keep the occupancy rates high. The second strategy is value add. Now let me first give you a quick explanation of the term value add, which is a thing with multifamily properties. Multifamily properties value isn't just depending on the location and the building of the property. It's heavily tied to how much income the property generates. The higher the income the property brings, the more competitive it will be when we approach to sell it. So if we increase that income, we're directly increasing the value of that property. That's where the term value add comes from. Value add is all about finding a property with untapped potential for us to tap it. With this strategy, we look for properties that might be outdated or aren't being managed properly. By making targeted upgrades, like renovating units or adding amenities or streamlining other income, we can boost that income significantly. And as that income rises, so does the property's value. I'm a fan of value add because it allows you to enhance both the property's income and the property's value. For example, you can buy an older building, put some capital down for upgrading those units, and then increase rents to reflect the upgrades. It does require more effort up front, but the returns can be very rewarding once the property is stabilized. This approach is perfect for investors who enjoy hands-on projects and making a real impact on the property's performance. Core Plus is another option. Core Plus properties are properties in great locations that might need light upgrades or little tweaks in the management to enhance their income. Think of it as the middle ground between buy and hold and value add. You get a stable property with some potential for growth, but you don't dive into major renovations. Core Plus is one of my personal favorites. It's a bit more upside than a traditional buy and hold, but it's not as aggressive as a value add. Opportunistic investing is a high reward, high risk approach, and it's a bit outside of my usual focus. With this approach, you take new properties that need a complete overhaul or maybe new construction. These properties require a lot of capital and a lot of expertise because you're usually transforming the entire property. For example, you might buy a property that's been vacant for years, do a total remodel, and reposition it in the market. The upside can be substantial if the project succeeds, but it's also much riskier and it requires extensive experience. Personally, I prefer to keep my investments on the stable side, but opportunistic deals can be very attractive if you're ready to take the challenge. To wrap up, here's a quick overview of the pros and cons of each strategy. Buy and hold, lower risk, steady cash flow, but slower appreciation. Value add, higher returns from the property improvements, but requires more upfront capital and active management. Core Plus, a stable property with room for moderate growth. ideal for moderate risk takers. And finally, opportunistic. High risk and high reward. This is great if you have the experience and the capital for major projects. Each strategy offers unique opportunities, and finding the one that aligns with your goals is key. For me, Core Plus and Value Add are the right fit because I have better control over forcing value into that property while maintaining a moderate risk level. But no matter which strategy you choose, multifamily investing is all about finding the right property that fits our goals. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Watch my previous episodes and keep an eye out on my next episode. And let me know in the comments which strategy you would like to use best and what questions you have for me to answer.